12 out of 15. Uh-oh. That's 3 channels I'm not broadcasting to. I don't know what's going on. I thought I fixed everything this morning. But okay, 12 out of 15. We're live on 12 out of 15 channels. I'm assuming it's 2 Facebooks that I reconnected this morning, but for some reason they're not. Whatever. Okay. I just wanted to hold up the glass to show I had some clean glass today. And I have an excellent truthier video.
Yo.
I actually made a truthier for you guys.
Corey Bailey.
Hey.
How you been, bro?
Hey, Corey, been good. Big Mark, hello. What's up, guys? Let's get this all straightened out here. Right there. There we go. We like it like that. We're almost that. Okay, like that. That's cool. I've got a truthier video for you guys.
AKA Trendy Orca.
So for those of you who are showing up right when I go live, God, motherfucker, stop playing when I want to go ahead and bring that up for you guys so you guys can enjoy this truthier video. This one is basically, it's an attack video on it's a hit piece on the Convo We Make Stuff Up couch. You know how I've always felt about them for years, and I've always expressed that on here because I caught them telling some lies, and I don't like that. Now I've watched them since, and I kind of like them as people. I think they're nice people. You know, I like them. But, you know, I'm going to call them out on their bullshit. Like I called Jimmy Dore out, and I love him. You know, I call out fucking everybody. I call out everybody on their bullshit, and it's their turn. Today they're going to get called out on their bullshit. If you have not seen this Truthier video, I would really like for you guys to follow Truthier on YouTube and on Twitter and all that stuff. But anyway, if you don't, you're going to see the video right now. It's a very short, it's only 1 minute and 51 seconds long, but I think you guys are going to dig it. Check it out. I just let Fiora, however you say her name, I just let her basically talk herself into her own demise here. Enjoy.
It is like an addict. You have to admit that you have a problem. And once you admit you have a problem, then you can work on the solutions. But if you don't admit you have a problem, then that problem is going to continue to manifest in itself, and it's gonna get worse and worse. And that's kind of what's going on right now. Joe Biden's supposed election, Joe Biden's supposed election, Joe Biden's supposed election, supposed. You are being misled. You're being misled on purpose. You are literally lying to create a narrative that destroys any sort of credibility. It's because the whole thing was about the presidency. You're expecting me to believe that Joe Biden got 12 million more votes than Barack Obama, right? Like, that's what you're expecting me to believe. Issues, because I don't believe that every single Trump supporter is a racist. I just don't believe that, because I've seen people vote for him because they think that he's at least more transparent about who he is, and he is. The Democratic Party is the same as the Republican Party. They just wear a pretty rainbow mask, and that's all it is. And that's what people don't want to hear.
Good morning.
He shows the ugliness in America, and America doesn't want to see that. Liberal, intellectual America does not want to come to terms with the fact that a man like that is a president they deserve. It is like an addict. You have to admit that you have a problem. And once you admit you have a problem, then you can work on the solutions. But if you don't admit you have a problem, then that problem is going to continue to manifest in itself, and it's going to get worse and worse. And that's kind of what's going on right now.
So there it was. I hope you guys liked it. I know it goes by really fast.
Joel Froggy.
But
hello.
She kind of takes care of her own argument there, you know,
Cassie.
So quickly.
Good morning, Nay.
You know, people, she kind of takes care of the statement. I should say not her own argument. She takes care of the statement at the beginning where she says, if you have a problem, you need to admit it. And then she starts saying all these things that she can't seem to grasp reality of.
Good stuff.
She says that the Democrats deserve Donald Trump. The Democrats deserve Donald Trump.
Josh G.
Oh, that just got right under my
Hey, man,
fucking
good
skin,
morning.
dude, you know? That statement really bothered me. Now, I don't consider myself a Democrat, but they don't deserve that.
And TS. Facts rainbow masks.
Rainbow
LMAO.
masks, right? Oh, I like the rainbow masks. I love the rainbow masks. Yeah, they're the same. They're the same. They just wear rainbow masks. Really? Okay. I don't agree with that. That's why I voted all blue in Florida a couple days ago. All blue. Blue, 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 blue. DeSantis off, DeSantis off, DeSantis off. Anything he voted for, I voted against red. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I did exactly what she told me not to do. But you know what? I've seen what Republicans did to the state of Florida, and I've had enough of their bullshit. So even though I'm probably going to get 4 more years of that, I'm not thinking my vote's going to make much of a difference. At least I can say, hey, I voted against that prick. I voted against Rubio. I voted against fucking the Trump, empire. I voted against DeSantis. I voted against Republicans. I voted against hate. I voted for women. I voted for black people. I voted for LGBTQ. I voted for everyone that's discriminated against by these Republic cunts. I voted for all of those people. So, I hope you guys liked. I know the rainbow mask thing was just so funny that she said that. The Democrats are just Republicans hiding behind a rainbow mask. Real deep. She put a lot of thought into that one, huh? The rainbow thing being, supposedly sticking up for the LGBTQ community, which I do. And you should too, and everybody should too. Anyway, I got really clean glass. I'm very excited about it. Very clean glass. I mean, right down to the bowl. This one is just clean. Clean. So clean and ready. Are you guys ready to rock some cannabis this morning? I'm feeling kind of cool. Got my cool shades on. What do you guys think? Am I looking cool with my shades? This is the glasses I wear when I drive my truck. I guess I kind of look cool. Look, Terminator, are you Saracana? I'm not Terminator. I just play one in a video game. I'm the T-8000.
Merc 83.
Yeah, right. That's me, Merc. That's
Sean
me. I'm that
aka
happy face with the
Trendiorca.
glasses. We do have the
Yes,
backs
we
of the
do.
LGBTQ.
We have the backs of LGBTQ people.
We do
Josh
have the
G.
backs of the LGBTQ
Uh-oh, shades
people on this show. And I want people to know that many of our audience members out there are part of the LGBTQ community.
Sean, aka Trendiorca.
And some of you might not realize that I
May
know
8,000.
some more personal things about you or whatever. But, every once in a while, if I'm on Facebook or reading your tweets or whatever, I get to know some of my audience members are LGBTQ people. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. That's who I support. I support all people. And LGBTQ is part of it. Every single human being counts. So I love that Fiora, though, tries to give Trump supporters
How about
a
the
lifeline.
morning CPI report?
What does CPI mean? Ants, fill me in,
Sean,
buddy.
aka
What is
Trendiorca.
CPI?
Love is love is
Is
love.
that jobs or something? CPI? I don't know what CPI is. I'm the NAY 8000 instead of the T 8000. I love it. Love is love is love. Yeah, man. And if Fiora thinks that there's Trump supporters out there who aren't racists, I got news for her. Every single goddamn one of them is a fucking racist. And there's a lot of Democrats that are racists out there too. Like Joe Biden, the leader of them all. Yeah, he's a racist too. But for you to say that Donald Trump isn't one is hilarious. Or to say that someone that supports him is not is hilarious. Well, I'm not a racist. I just want one to rule over all of us. What? Fiora, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I got to learn how to say your name right. I think it's like Fiora or something, or Fiora. I don't know, man. I don't know how to say your name. And I don't know if you're the one that was tweeting at me from behind the Convo couch logo. I don't know who that was. I guess it wasn't Craig. So I'm assuming it's Fioria. God, how do you say her name? I guess I should go watch the show and listen to her say her name, right? I don't know how to say her name since I'm bashing her. I should say her name correctly, but I noticed that none of you saw my video. None of you liked it. None of you retweeted it on Twitter. That sucks. Nothing. How many views did it get?
aka
Only 9
Trendiorca.
impressions.
I was a former Trump supporter until I listened to Reason from Nay and saw all the shit he was doing behind our backs.
Thank you, Sean.
Crispy Chris. Good morning, Nay.
Thank you. Hey, Chris, let's hope we can do the same thing for Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib, too.
And TS. CPI Consumer Price Report.
What's a consumer price report and what's it got to do with what we're talking about? I don't know. State of the Union type stuff? I don't know what consumer pricing. Is that have something to do with inflation? And like inflation's up now or something? Hey, warmongers, was it worth it? I said to all the people that were cheering on the bombing of that bridge.
Nay, your rants work like a charm, bro.
And the bridge is now running again. The trains are going across it. The cars are all flowing across it. Yeah. And now Russia is just demolishing Ukraine over it.
Very important.
Are you glad you bombed the bridge, you morons? Are you glad you cheered that one on, you little blue and yellers out there? Little blue and yellers. I like that. Blue and yellers. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. Hashtag blue and yeller. 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 Blue and yellers. I love it. Very important monthly report. The consumer price report. Okay, I know nothing of it. Ants, what do you think of it? Why don't you give me your input on it since I don't know anything about it? I like that ripped up American flag in your avatar. I like that. I like that. I like seeing a desecrated American flag. That makes me happy. So thank you for that.
AKA Trendiorca.
Blue and yellers.
Blue and yellers.
Yeah, blue and yellers. I'm a blue and yeller. I'm a blue and yeller. Waving their little blue and yeller flag around. Cheering on the war. Cheering on the war front. It's cleaning crew Thursdays today. Yes, it is. They're in here cleaning the home. Making it special nice for all of us. Yes, yes. So that guy, Free Palestine, on Twitter, I told him, I was like, dude, this isn't from my current account. It's from my old account. You know, he was like, oh, your account's only a few months old. What are you talking about, your old tweets? I was like, it's from my other account. You know, the one that got shut down, the Nays Garden one. You know, go look at that one and go piss off. And then, you know what? No response from that dude. So it'd be nice if you guys would go over there and laugh at him for me. That would be great. I'm Truthier News on Twitter. You guys could go over there and laugh at that motherfucker. You know, so I don't have to. That'd be awesome if you guys would have my back like that. God, I would love that. I guess you guys feel like I don't have your back. I think that's what's going on. I think you guys have felt betrayed enough by me that you just don't want to go out of your way for me at all anymore. Not you, Sean. Not you. But just about everybody else that watches this show. Sean's over there on Twitter. He's kicking ass. He's a foot soldier, man. It's what this narrative needs, foot soldiers. Because, you know, the algorithm ain't going to get me out there. You know, I'm not unholy Rome. You know, I can't just put a post up on Twitter and have 500 people see it instantly.
It's the big talk this morning. You're into crypto. Why aren't you into the monthly inflation report? Just following the crash, bro.
Oh, it's the big talk this morning? You know, because I am a long-term investor, Ant, so what's going on in the short term would just give me high blood pressure, and it's not worth my trouble. I know over the long run that crypto is going to be worth a lot of money in the future. So I don't really try to pay so much attention to the up and down right now. I'm looking for the long haul. I'm a hodler, bro. HODL. 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 Hodl gang. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. I'm the hodl gang, son. That's me. Hodl gang. Hodl gang. We got some action. We got some cleaning action going on back here, so
Froggy.
I'll give you a little bit of that.
Pope Nay.
Pope Nay? No, hodl. Hodl, not Pope. Hodl. Hodl. You got it wrong, son. It's a hodl. Hodl. Cherry pie. She's my. Cool drink of water.
Okay. AKA Trendiorca.
Hodl gang.
HODL gang.
Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Hodl gang. That's all I am. Ants, what do you think about that? You see why I'm not worried about the CPI or whatever that report was called? Consumer. What was it? Consumer
Merc83. Hashtag cleaning
Consumer
crew
Price
Thursday.
Report. CPI. Cleaning Crew Thursday. You
Joel Froggy. HODL nay.
hodl. Hodl gang. We be hodling. We be hodling up in this piece. Why you hodling? Little hodler. Why you hodling? You hodl all day. Dude, I got this bong packed and it is totally crystal clear and clean. With this nice California buds, and the skies are gray, trendy nay. California dabbing, and with trendy nay.
I have a family. It's affecting the pocketbook daily. I go shopping. I don't sit around all day. I invest daily.
Oh, see, you're not a hodler, man. You're what we call a trader. So I don't trade on the reg. It's
Sean,
not my
aka
thing.
Trendy Orca.
But
New
man,
AXE.
I've got a lot of sympathy for guys like you that do trade. I understand it's a bitch. I know some guys who do it. I've made a couple of trades myself here and there. I've made a couple of trades to my advantage, you know, to make like $50 or $100 on a trade or something like that. And then I was like, that's good. I don't have this urge, see, because I have an income that's a very comfortable income. So I don't feel like I need to constantly take risks to try to further that. I'm just looking for like retirement money. You know, I want something that down the road, I'm going to be able to use that money for something if I want to get a Porsche, you know, or go on a nice vacation or something, you know, or start a thing on the internet.
Good morning to your cleaning workers.
Start a new channel. I have got this bong packed and I am ready to smoke. What about you guys? You guys ready? How about you now? How about you now? You guys ready? We'll call this one, I don't know. We'll call it top of the hour. 55 minutes late.
I hustle, buy, and sell goods instead of putting money into the internet.
Buy and sell goods. I hustle, buy, and sell goods. Right on. Right on, Ants. I understand. I got you. I got a friend that started out that way, man. Pinoy grower. That was his thing. He was trading. He started with just the littlest thing, and then he traded. And then he was trading with these people on websites, and he was like, all of a sudden, he was making all this cash doing it. He worked himself up. It was really cool. So I understand that. Totally get it. I'm just, you know, I'm in a position where I'm not so focused on what's going on with the financial markets on a day-to-day basis, you know. That's a good thing for me because I got high blood pressure and I just don't need that. You know, I don't need the extra worry, you know, in my brain when I got anything else going on, you know. So with that being said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start this one at 8 a.m. an hour ago. 57 minutes late, top of the hour. Cheers. Ooh, it went out. That like never happens to me. That was weird.
G. Porsche is like the absolute best bang for your buck car company there is. Their cars are pricey, but nothing massively outrageous, and the performance they offer is still top competitive. Joel Froggy. How long does a plant take to grow outdoors?
The season is usually 6 months, Joel. It's like 3 months of veg, 3 months of flower.
Josh
Give
G.
or take. It's not, that's
LOL,
not an
damn, I
exact
was a
science.
whole
That's
2
just a
minutes
very
behind.
rough estimate on my part. I don't know exactly, actually. I've never counted the months before. I just do the deal. I just do the work, you know? Josh G was 2 minutes behind. Well, son of a gun, Josh G. I had a hell of a bong rip this morning. Hell of a. So, I hope you guys liked my truthier expose. Ooh, I got 2 comments. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't get any comments. Okay. I don't think anybody's seen my video yet. Okay. Yeah. You guys, it's got no likes, it's got no retweets, it's got no comments on it. How about y'all head to Twitter right now?
Froggy. Mine taking a while won't grow real small.
Right. You've probably got some issues. You probably got some issues, bro. It sounds like you just don't know what you're doing. So, Joel, you know, it needs constant light. It needs a big root zone. It's not in a little Dixie cup, is it? I mean,
Stephanie
it's not a
Sanchez.
seed from a bag of cannabis, is it?
Morning.
Hey, Stephanie. It's not just some seed you pulled out of a bag of cannabis. Hey, somebody went and liked my tweet at Truth Your News. Whoever you are, you just did it. There's 2 of you just did it. It just said 0 a second ago. So whoever you are, please, thank you. And leave a comment too so I can see who you are. And go and retweet that at as many people as you can. And the rest of you guys in the chat, go to Twitter, go to Truth Your News, please, right now, and go like my video that I just showed you guys. Like it and retweet it. It's at Truth Your News, man. You got to scroll down like 3
Okay.
posts. It says
Joel
the Convo
Froggy.
We Make Stuff Up couch has a problem with
Yeah,
addiction.
seed
Please
from
help.
bag.
It's not the first one. It's not the first one, which is this video, which has only got 1 like and 1 retweet. You guys can like and retweet that one while you're there too. Bro, you don't know what you're going to get from a bag of cannabis. You know, you don't know what cross-pollinated that. So don't expect much from that. It could be a male plant. It could be straight garbage. Or it could be something incredible, you know? Absolutely. You could get something amazing out of that. It might be worth cutting clones from, but you obviously you have no idea what you're doing. So you're going to have to tell me, is it in a Dixie cup? And what, do you have it under just a little freaking light? Is it not getting any sunlight?
Mr. Blue 313 Setztfin.
Bye-bye, Blue Jaws.
GM Trendies.
We did top of the hour, right? Let's do 7:10, 8 o'clock, 7:10. That's right. I'm rewinding the clock all the way to 8:10. It's time to smoke. Baba Blue Jaws just got in here. Happy 7:10. This is 51 minutes late. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Baba Blue Jaws.
Mr. Blue 313 Setztfin. Toff.
You missed top of the hour. We're on 7:10 now. This top of the hour for this one's not going to be for a little while. So I rewound time. That was my prerogative. My call.
Froggy. In it outdoors gets a bit daylight sun.
A bit?
And yes. My buddy just lost 10,000 on crypto. I just invested 9,000 into another dirt bike. My investment will always keep its value.
No, your investment won't always keep its value. A $9,000 dirt bike, as soon as you go to sell it, you won't be able to get the $9,000 for it. So I don't know what you're talking about. That's not how, you know, unless you can find a sucker, Ants, which is, I guess, what you're going to do. I mean, unless you bought a $15,000 motorcycle for $9,000, I don't think you understand how vehicles work, bro. That's not really an investment. You're not going to get your money on that unless you sell it. And
TS. I can sell it for 12.
dude,
LOL.
if you just bought something for $9,000 and you can sell it for 12, do it right now and prove it. Put your money where your mouth is. Let me see the $3,000 you're going to make. All right, show me the $3,000 you're going to make from that purchase. Do it right now.
Okay.
And after you
Right
do
now,
it,
you might be able to.
come back in here, put your money where your
Next
mouth
year
is,
it
and
will be
show me the
9K.
fucking check for $3,000 that you made.
And TS. I understand I do this for a living.
Yeah. It's all money, in your head, but it ain't shit until you actually have the cash in your hand. You could say, hey man, I could say I got a $30,000, $40,000 truck sitting in my garage. I could go sell it for $25,000, $30,000 right now, but I ain't got that.
After it becomes a classic.
I got a truck sitting in my, just like you got a motorcycle, I got a truck. Are you going to ride that motorcycle? Are you going to go enjoy it at all? Or is it brand new? A motorcycle to me would be a horrible investment. I mean, I would want to look at something that's going up in value. You're buying things that are decreasing in value. A dirt bike is decreasing in value every second.
All day. Better off buying guns because they will always hold their value.
I don't know about guns either. I don't know if guns hold their value.
Merc 83. In my eyes, a motorcycle is a death trap.
Well, we're not looking at the motorcycle as something to ride around.
But even better,
we're
you
looking
can
at it as
invest
something to
in
buy and
stocks
sell.
and multiply your
and if
money.
he's buying and selling it,
Josh
then
G.
show me the $3,000. He says he can
My
make
Nismo
$3,000
Jeep
off
has
of this
gone
thing.
Up 10K
So
since
go
I
make
bought
the
it, but I
$3,000
don't
and
sell
show me the
cars, I
fucking
just
cash.
collect.
All you told me was you got a dirt bike.
Joel Froggy. It's been real cold, only start to getty sunshine. Phil. Guns don't hold that much. Drop all day.
I don't know.
Guns hold value, very good.
I don't know. That Phil says they don't hold value. I don't know. I've never tried to buy really a used gun before. I did once. Little illegal gun purchase. My gun got stolen from me. My bad. It was not an illegal gun purchase.
If you take care
Back
of them,
then
yes.
in Florida, anybody could sell anybody a gun. That's right. I forgot that. That's right. It was legal. What am I talking about? My buddy sold me his gun. And it was a legal gun purchase. We didn't have to have background checks or anything.
L.
God, that was years ago.
They hold, but not appreciate.
They don't go up in value?
And TS. How much does your cryptocurrencies make daily?
Nothing, dude. I'm not making anything. I've been losing. I've been doing nothing but losing money on crypto. All except for one crypto that I'm holding, which is Matic. I am making money off of Matic. So it's not like daily. It's not, well, if I'm making APY off of it, it's just a very small amount. When I had all my crypto getting the APY that it was getting, I was getting a fair amount of cash every day. It was, maybe $20 every day or something across all my crypto and APY. Every day I was bringing in. It was great, man. Just let that sit and make money off of it while it goes up in value. But then half of my crypto was sitting in an exchange that claimed bankruptcy. And I've lost access to half of my fucking crypto, a little bit more than half of my crypto, actually. And turns out that crypto that I'm making money on is one of the cryptos that's sitting in that fucking locked wallet behind a goddamn Chapter 11 lawsuit. So they're going through the process of returning us our money.
Phil,
they might be returning it
my
in
crypto is sad, but when it turns, it's going to be party time.
It's really weird when they give us the crypto back. They give it to us at the value it was when they claimed bankruptcy. And when they claimed bankruptcy, the crypto was actually higher in value. So I get the crypto back and I get more of it than what it was worth. I should be fine because if it's crypto, then it just goes up as crypto goes up, right? I should be fine. I initially thought they were going to be paying us back in cash and taking all of our positions out of where we bought the crypto at. That's what I'm scared of. Ants, you're scared of losing your crypto to an exchange? Not your keys, not your crypto. I learned the hard way, bro. I've lost access to $100,000 just like that. And it's not just losing access to $100,000. It's losing access to the potential that $100,000 across 10 different cryptos potential had. That's what I'm losing. You know, it's that investment value. And if Matic right now is taking off and all my Matic is sitting locked up, but just imagine Matic's doing good for me, and there's going to be other cryptos that are going to turn around as well. Especially Bitcoin, especially Ethereum,
TS. Just like grid down, not about to access it.
I don't understand what you mean. Just like grid down, not about to access it. I don't understand what you mean.
Merc 83. KK Ichikawa, the Baccarat whale.
What's funny is all the times we've ever talked about this, I always watch the chat. You guys rarely ask me questions about anything that I talk about. And that's no exception. The crypto holdings and shit. It's like I will tell you guys so much information. You guys are like, what's in that bong, son? That's where you guys are at. What's in that bong? Isn't it like 10 seconds till 7:10? Are we back on schedule 7:10 normal time? No law regarding cannabis. Why? We don't know. We just do it. Because it's what we do. It's how we're doing it. Why am I in streamer mode? I don't know what that means. Let's see if we can dial up a cyber.
Phil. Cheers.
Cheers, Phil. Everyone's dropping out. Everyone's denying the request. Happy 7:10, everybody. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers.
Big Merc 83. I just got my 401k statement. I lost $800 somehow, but I put in $600, so I lost $200. How does that work?
The value of the market is down, and your 401k is based off the market value, bro. So your 401k is a portfolio that's invested in stocks.
Mr. Blue 313.
When the stock market drops, your 401k drops.
710 and salute.
That's why, Big Merc. You understand? So nobody took my call. Unreal. Whatever.
Merc 83. I honestly don't know how it all works. Phil. Everyone's 401k is hurting.
Yeah, I don't have a 401k. Basically, my crypto is my 401k. When will you be back?
I'll be back in a couple of hours, I'm sure. I'm going to go over to the office and get this taken care of. I have to get this notarized.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to Publix, then I'll be home.
Okay.
See you later.
All right, Mom. Love you. Thanks, Mom. I said thank you. Thank you. All right. What kind of faces do you make while you shave?
Mr. Blue 313 Setstfin. Hi, Mom.
Nobody's even doing faces while they shave anymore, pal. What are you doing? A new comedy routine? If I can hear it, I need to shear it. Boom! He just shaved off all of his hair on the live stream. Oh my God, why did he do it? He's totally bald now. He's doing it for clicks.
Froggy.
He's
Killing it.
doing it for clicks. Why are you clicking? Don't be swiping. Why are you clicking?
All day. Sandpaper LOL.
It won't be sandpaper for long. My girlfriend's coming over, son.
Jacob Matviv. You still have your place in Cali?
Yes, I still own the home in California. And I'm logged into it. I was checking it out yesterday. I was looking at the power and I was checking out the solar, which I've got two different systems there, right? One of them lets me look at all the electrical stuff going on, and the other one lets me look at what the solar, how much energy the solar is bringing in, and how much power the house is using, how much solar it's using, how much energy I'm selling back to the
Froggy. You got aftershave.
I could put some triage oil for aftershave. Whoa, where's Billy Ballantyne at? Gods, find Billy. Where is he? Wherefore all dust Billy? Find him for me now. Find him, gods. Find Billy. Billy. Where's Billy? Gods, find him.
83. Triage oil prevents razor burn. Phil. Slap on some high karate.
I'm looking everywhere for Billy. I can't see him. I can't see anything. I've lost my sight. I've lost my ability to... Oh, I can see. I see everything. Billy! Where art thou, Billy? Come forth hither. Come forth hither, Billy. I have questions. I'm using triage oil on my face as an aftershave. Is that copacetic, Billy? Tell me now. Tell me these things. Somebody summon Billy Ballantyne in the chat, for God's sakes. Write his name in the chat, guys. Come on. You think when I do that, I'm just like calling out to the universe? I'm not. Okay. What that means is you guys need to write Billy Ballantyne's name in the chat and get him here. Okay? My little foot soldiers in the audience.
Used to call my uncle karate because that's what he would
Facebook,
wear.
my Facebook soldiers.
Jacob Matviv. Home Alone. Ah.
Merc, I'd like to see a clip of that. I'd like to see a clip of the shaving thing too, man. That'd be funny. Make me some clips. Hey, what's this right here? Hey, what are you doing? You're using your razor right over your triage oil. Nobody's even doing it like that anymore. What is it, slicker now?
83. Billy Valentine, you have been summoned.
It's not Valentine, it's Ballantine. It's Billie.
Joel Froggy.
Ballantine.
Do you watch boxing?
I believe. Ballantine, I believe. If I can hear it, I need to share it. Oh, I love that one.
Drop all day. Lube the razor. Big Merc 83.
Lube the razor. Fantastic
Autocorrect.
idea. Let's do it. We're going to lube the razor. We're going to take a drop here. We're going to put a drop there. We're going to put a drop there. I've actually done this before. I'm not even going to pretend like I have not done this before. Hey, look at this. We're going to lube it up. That's what we're going to do. Now, listen for the hair. Seriously. Listen for the hairs on my face.
All day. Oil of 1,000 uses.
None of you guys can figure out how to write Billy Ballantyne's name in Facebook. Come on, guys. I know there's not 14 people watching on YouTube. Start writing his name. It should come up. Billie.
Zeus Grooms TV.
You call me Zeus, Jacob? Oh, thank you, Jacob. That's very nice. I prefer Poseidon because I like the water, but I like that. I like the Zeus reference. It's the rage and the thunder.
Still full away.
The rage and the thunder.
Billy
of
Valentine.
Zeus. Not V, it's a B as in boy. It's Billie, B as in boy, A-L. I don't know if it's A, I don't know if it's double L. Here, I'll find him. I'll type it in. Billy B-A-L Bow. Billy Bow.
All day.
And
Phone autocorrects.
Tyne. I'll just try
Joel
that.
Froggy.
Billy
Cold beer and a
Valentine.
shave.
Valentine. Val. E-N-T-R. Valentine. No. I don't know, man.
Big Merc
I
83.
don't know. It doesn't come up, man.
Epic clip.
Really? Did you? Why are you clipping? Why are you clipping? I'm retweeting it without even watching it first.
Heavy
Hey.
Padilla.
Docky loves
Good
the
morning,
show.
Nay.
Docky loves the show. Done this before. I'm not even gonna pretend like I have not done this before. Hey, look at this. We're gonna lube it up. That's what we're gonna do. Done this before. I'm not even gonna pretend like I have not done this before. Hey, look at this. We're gonna lube it up.
83.
That's what we're gonna do. That's funny.
Valentine.
I like it. It's short, but it's funny. Ballantine. Yeah, that looks right. Now write his whole name in Facebook. You got to go to Facebook, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You got to. The way to summon Billy is to go to Facebook. Go here, man. I'll do it. You guys can't figure this shit out. You go in the chat, type his name in Facebook. That's how you do it. Okay? I'm going to show you. All right? I'm going to find this video. Let me go to, of course, my shit doesn't just pop up. So I'm going to go to my page. There I am. Now I'm just going to go into the video, hit play. All right, I'm going to find this video. That's us. Of course, mute it. Wow, 11 people watching. Cool, man. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Let's write a comment. Billy Valentine. There it is.
User.
I'm Facebook user.
Billy Valentine.
So
Unsolved true crime. Are used to work with Convo Couch.
you used to work with Convo Couch?
Unsolved true crime. I used to work with Convo Couch.
I figured that's what you meant. I'm quite the super sleuth myself. I like to try to figure things out too. I figured you didn't mean R. I figured you meant I. It's probably one of those miscommunications.
Unsolved true crime. MCSC yup.
So is there anything you'd like to add to the conversation? I basically only have a problem with two things with them because I haven't paid enough attention to really disagree on anything else with them. You know, and anytime I hear them out and about talking, I seem to agree with everything they say. Just kind of I'd love it if they would admit that Trump lost. You know, I would just love that.
From what I know, they are a bunch of liars.
Holy shit, dude. This was completely unexpected. Go on. The floor is yours. Go on, you know. Tell my audience what you know. Here, let me turn this other cam off here. We'll get rid of that. The flower. Look at the beautiful outdoors. Maybe we'll flip this camera around here. Yes, possibly. Let's see if we can get another perspective.
Matt Vive.
What sort of perspective?
Cite your sources.
Whoa, look at that. Jacob says cite your sources. So Jacob.
Unsolved true crime. My friend referred to me. Do you? He said he's been watching you, and I can see why.
Why? Because of the bong.
Unsolved true crime. But yeah, Trump lost, and if they're still claiming that Trump won, then yeah, they're totally lying.
No, they're not still claiming it. All I'm saying is it's out there. Them saying it is out there. Them saying, you know, it's one thing to say that it was an unfair election. This is totally legit. It's one thing to say it was an unfair election because Bernie Sanders was cheated out and the candidate became, you know, either Hillary Clinton.
Also, when I worked with them, they were big Bernie Sanders people.
Joe Biden.
Now they're big Tulsi people. And Tulsi is the biggest liar of them all.
Dude, you know, I got a whole thing about Tulsi.
Unsolved true crime.
I got a whole thing about Tulsi.
I also know that they worked with a guy named Nico House. He loves to make a
Dude,
fake
who
news.
the fuck are you? Dude, who the fuck are you? I agree with everything that you've said in my chat. Will you subscribe to my channel, Unsolved? Oh my God, dude. Where's Nick Brown at? Holy shit. Dude, you're just into the facts. You're just into, like, you see it, you call it as you see it. You're not biased. You're not fucking sold to a narrative. People come in here and test me on that shit all the time. And then they just leave. And I'm like, if I prove that I don't have a fucking narrative, why would you leave, man? That should be why you stay. Because you and I might disagree on something, which we're going to end up doing. We're going to end up disagreeing on some shit, and I still want to be your friend, you know? I'll even go back to everyone you just mentioned, you know, and start listening to them again. Because my whole attitude about that is
It's the true crime, bro.
Unsolved true crime. Dude. Unsolved true crime. The guy that lives right here in this house, he's a camera operator he's my next door neighbor. He's a camera operator for true crime. The show. he goes out, he flies around wherever they're following people, you know, and they're doing exposés and investigations and shit. He goes wherever they fucking tell him to go. He gets on planes, he just fucking goes, boom. And his wife works for them too. I believe she does editing for them and shit. Pretty cool, huh? Are you affiliated? You might know my neighbor.
Liana 87. Uno momento. More commercials. LOL.
Oh my God, you're on Twitch. You can watch from YouTube and use an ad blocker. You know, can you use an ad blocker on Twitch, guys?
True crime. I worked with them for a long time. They were okay when I worked with them. And then Nico started using power trips and calling really weird shots. Kaliana 87.
Tulsi.
Yes. I'll BRB on
It was
Whitey.
when Nico got on the Tulsi tip, bro. And you know, I was following somewhat of what I heard Nico saying. And then one day he said something and I was like, I just can't. I couldn't. It was, to me, it was like an unforgivable statement.
Disagreements just means that we have explored other ideas and facts.
It's better and louder than Twitch.
Sugar
Let me
Magnolia.
tell you, you get right in.
That's better and louder.
And it's less taxation on your bandwidth. I guarantee it. Because Twitch is running all of this software in the background to run all of these other videos and show you all of these other things you can click on and give you all of these lists and all these menus. And YouTube's like, here's the video. And you know, when the re-engineer comes in there and slaps his ball sack on that code and ruins that shit, at that point, YouTube's going to suck just like everything else does. You know, it's just going to be the bastardization of...
Right.
Dude, I saw Overwatch for the first time in my life yesterday, and I said, that's the bastardization of fucking video games. You basically just take everything and you just splash it on a page, and you think you're gonna hit everybody. You're gonna appeal to everybody. And for someone like me, it's a complete turnoff, man. It's like, I just want my bare bones stuff that we used to have. Man, I like a 8-cylinder motor that sits in a goddamn car with a carburetor.
True crime.
And an air filters on
no,
it.
I'm
and
not affiliated.
Fucking oil change and, you know, brakes, you know, with like brake lines and all the kinds of things. Everything you can fucking work on with a goddamn toolbox, you know, and a lift, you know, or even, you know, a fucking a crank up fucking hoist. I don't understand the bastardization of everything that we have today. I mean, cell phones, I always try to hold on to my phone as long as I can because they're getting worse and worse. They're killing the battery time faster and faster, and then batteries die. And it's a hardwired battery. You got to get a whole new phone, but that's okay. We got a deal. You get this one for free with 5 years of service. You guys like, you know what I'm talking about? Rules. So, you know, did you see my video? You saw the video that I made about Convo Couch? I do videos, I cut stuff up and I just make a statement with it, you know, with someone's own words. I like to take people's own words and make a statement with it. So I kind of was experimenting with that on I don't know how to say her name. Fiorella? Is it Fiorella? Am I saying it right? Fiorella? Let me know. I don't know how to say her name. Because I'd love to show you the video again. It's only a minute, like 40 seconds or something. Oh, you're not affiliated with the show True Crime? Okay, cool. Not affiliated.
Magnolia. I watched the old RSO videos. Wow, you really did have some experiments going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. You know, back then, is when they were just talking about educating people, starting Oaksterdam and shit. We were learning from each other. Everybody was just, it was a spoken, cannabis was a spoken. What would you call that? I wouldn't call it a trade. Like something you learn that's handed down from one person to another. Tradition. I wouldn't call it a tradition. What would you call that? Something that's passed. It's not like you don't go into a college and learn it. You're taught it from other people that already know this, from other people before them. What's that called? What is that thing I'm looking for to refer to cannabis as? Well, you guys know the word I'm looking for? Probably not, huh? It's a
Solve true crime. I
you don't know, but you're
but
smoking
I'm
a joint.
smoking a joint right now.
That's always a great answer, bro. It's always a great answer. Thank you for that one. You should, Unsolved True Crime. You should subscribe to my channel. I don't know if you're on my main channel right now, but I got a main channel with 25,000 subscribers, but they're always deleting subscribers. So I'm always losing subscribers. You should still subscribe and turn on notifications. I go live 3 times a day. And I'm always looking for people that
Solve true crime.
Have a voice.
I just subscribed to you.
Thank you, Unsolved. And remember, I've got 6 channels on YouTube. I've got 6 channels on Facebook. I've got Twitter.
Sugar
I'm at
Magnolia.
Truthier News on Twitter.
I found a few. We hosted a catch auction, or 2, my bad. Never would have found your channel if it weren't for that. So cheers to Ashanti. Never realized I've followed you this long, 4 years.
Dude, you came in from the couch auction people and stayed? That's what Nick Brown did. That's what, God, a few people did that from the couch auction. I didn't know that. Because you guys, I learned how to auctioneer, which is pretty cool.
For Magnolia. LOL, if you only knew. How many?
How many what? How many people are here that are couch auction people? Still? Is that what you're saying?
For Magnolia. Follow now, yeah.
Huh. Glad I was nice to y'all. That's all I have to say about that, because you guys stuck around, man. I mean, Nick Brown, who does more for me than any other person on Twitter by sharing out. Man, he's starting to get responses from people. Finally, it's taken a long time, but he stuck with it, man. And he just kept tweeting at people. And then finally one day, like Ron Placone or Graham or Lee Camp will fucking like his shit. And I'm like, he's like, dude. And I'm like, dude, I told you. I told you that shit was real, son. They saw what you said and they liked it, man. It feels good to be heard, It feels good when someone hears your voice, because all these social media platforms do is they silence our voices, and we're all content creators. Every single one of you, right? Everybody watching this podcast right now, you typed in this chat. You helped create the content that's on this screen.
The protege effect.
just by that. But of course, by you being on social media, you putting up posts and you interacting with people, you're a content creator. You create content for people, man, and people interact with that, right? So my profile on Truthier has the video. Please go there and like it and give it a retweet and give it a comment too, and go retweet that at as many people as you can. Make sure to like it. This video right here, which is the this is the video that supports exactly
true crime.
what keeps me suppressed
Mark
and keeps
Bach
everybody
said
else
my to you.
suppressed.
Unsolved true crime. Me asterisk. Holly Horn.
Hey, Holly.
Hey, Nay.
Hi.
Holly Horn. Fairy tale. Unsolved true crime. I am gonna look for you after this.
Wait till you see my Convo couch video, bro. I'm truthier.news. That's my website. And I'm Truthier News.
Holly Horn. I meant Faratella.
You meant I'm gonna look Fariella? God, how do you say her name, man? Dude, I did a video on her. Here, check this out. I think you're gonna like this too. So after what you said about Convo Couch, I think you're really gonna like this video. If you haven't seen this one, this is the one this video is about. That this live podcast is about.
It is like an addict. You have to admit that you have a problem. And once you admit you have a problem, then you can work on
Holly
the solutions.
Horn.
But if you don't admit you have a problem,
Fiorella,
then that problem is
Faratella.
going to continue to manifest
Jacob
in
Matvey.
itself, and it's gonna get worse
Thumbs
and
up,
worse.
y'all.
And that's kind of what's going on right
Entertain
now.
the
Joe
entertainer.
Biden's supposed election, Joe Biden's supposed election, Joe Biden's supposed election, supposed. You are being misled. You're being misled on purpose. You are literally lying to create a narrative that destroys any sort of credibility. It's because the whole thing was about the presidency. You're expecting me to believe that Joe Biden got 12 million more votes than Barack Obama, right? Like, that's what you're expecting me to believe. Issues, because I don't believe that every single Trump supporter is a racist. I just don't believe that, because I've seen people vote for him because they think that he's at least more transparent
true crime.
about who he is, and he is. The
She's
Democratic
busted.
Party is the same as the Republican Party. They just wear a pretty rainbow mask, and that's all it is, and that's what people don't want to hear. He shows the ugliness in America, and America doesn't want to see that. Liberal, intellectual America does not want to come to terms with the fact that a man like that is a president they deserve. It is like an addict. You have to admit that you have a problem. And once you admit you have a problem,
Fiorella.
then you can work on the solutions. But if you don't admit you have a problem, then that problem is going to continue to manifest in itself, and it's gonna get worse and worse. And that's kind of what's going on right now.
So this camera is the wrong camera. And it switches both cameras, which is just so dumb. Oops. God damn, what did I just do?
Hey man, hello from Maine, getting ready to smoke some space candy morning.
Hey,
Unsolved
Twinkle
true
Toe.
crime. I am very impressed.
You're impressed with thank you, with my little video. I put that up on Twitter under Truthier. I put that on my channel on YouTube. I'm Truthier News on YouTube as well. There's another. See, I'm Nays Garden, but I'm also Truthier News. And it's on Twitter. Twitter. I think I already said that. You guys see I fixed my own curb? You guys want to see a badass curb fixing video? This is what I did. I had these I see what I deleted. No big deal. Okay, hold on a second. So I'm going to explain it in this video. Just listen to what I say.
True crime. What is your Facebook?
I'm Ben Shader. There's 6 of them. They're all me. Ben Shader on Facebook. SHADER. 6 channels on Facebook. They're all me. Different pictures on each one. My main one is the one where I'm doing a dab like this. I'm wearing all black. I got a black thing on my head and I'm doing a dab and I'm wearing a black shirt. That one is my main channel. It's called Ben Shader DR, and the DR is for Dab Rig. So anyhow, this is what I did, guys. I'm going to explain it in the video. So I'm just going to let's do some bong rips and hopefully I'll explain it.
Man in Black.
I'm sneezing. All right. So it took 10 and a half of them bad boys. 1,
My private
2,
photo
3,
here.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
My
9,
private
10.
photo here.
Man in Black. Yeah. Man in Black. 11 and a half, actually. No law regarding cannabis. Quarter of the hour. Cheers, everybody. See how I increased my curb action here, and then I took the remaining blocks that I was not using, and I shored back up the side. I'll show you from another angle over here. You'll see when I get up top there and I show you down, you'll see. And the other blocks, I made a little staircase here so people can get up and down kind of safely there. They're pretty sturdy. They're not the best, but I mean, they'll also serve as a help keep the erosion back a little bit right here.
NW, I ding this in industry.
So,
Paw 36.
Here, let me show you the pieces. I found these giant metal rods,
NW,
man.
I ding this
Look at these rods
industry.
I found. Big old rebar rods. I'm going to keep them, use them for something.
NW, I ding this industry.
Yeah, this is where
Mr. Blue 313
I put those other blocks up against the bank there where the whole tree caved in. Ended up
I ding this
banging my head on this. Found that
Billy
piece of broken glass down there. Pulled that out.
That's where all of my
nice little
pillows
piece
went.
of wood down there too. But Billy's finally arrived. We've been summoning you, Billy. I'm so glad you're here, Billy. I used some triage oil on my face for shaving. Is that okay? I was wondering I might ask thee this question. I was shaving with my electric razor and I used the triage oil on my face. Like so. I put it right on my paws. Before and after I shaved. I had the closest shave I've ever had in my entire life. I have baby soft, baby smooth skin now. I feel like a baby's bottom, my entire face. Oh, Billy! Oh, Billy, what have I done? I feel a spot I missed. I feel a little spot right there. Unreal. Right here, right? Hear that? Hear that?
Valentine. Great for your face, but you better clean the razor or when it gets cold it's done.
Really?
Haha. Razor butter.
Oh, yeah, but it all just dissolves. So here, back to this. From here, you can kind of see what the damage is done from the water coming from up here, and then this speed bump they put in that doesn't slow anybody down. All it does is it routes all the water onto our property and then erodes all of this into the creek and just takes all of our land away. And the neighborhood hasn't come over and offered to fill it back in for us or anything. We've just been losing our property. And I just want to show you the finished product here. This is, I'm going to take some dirt. I'm going to take some dirt. I'm going to fill in between these cement bags. And there won't be any water seeping through there. So this will completely stop the drainage issue. Now, all they have to do is come and give us some dirt to fill this in. And then the grass will just grow right over it, when they fill it in. But they really should do that for us. I don't know how long we're going to have to wait for the neighborhood to fix it. They're so busy with their politics and their bullshit trying to catch bears and shit. But anyway, this is what I did, man. And each one of those weighs 75, 80 pounds, something like that. I'm not sure. They're heavy. So I had to just flip them one flip at a time. Each one had to be flipped one flip at a time, man. Flip, flip, flip to move them all that way. That's what it sounded like. Flip, flip, flip.
I've got a sciatica issue. But hopefully I'll be okay. Yeah, look at that erosion. I mean, you can just see how the ground is just eroded right here from the water coming in from this poorly designed speed bump. Like I said, it doesn't slow anybody down. All it served to do was make someone money, cost us some money, and Billy Valentine.
take all the rainwater
Did you
from
get
the
those
street
from under the
and
road?
put it off onto our property. No, they were in the creek. That's basically all.
They
That
fell in the
stupid
creek
speed
when the
bump
tree
is
fell
achieved.
over.
It doesn't slow anybody down.
They were from
And all the animals
they were
cross
from
right there
the,
too. They ought to put a
the
nice speed
side
bump in there, and
of that
a
drain.
curb would be nice too. But
Check this out.
for now, I had to do it myself. Just like Unholy Rome, man, fixes it
Right here.
And then I took the remaining
See the creek right there? They were all in the creek right
blocks
there.
that I was not using,
Billy
and
Valentine.
I shored back up the side.
But they were originally.
I'll show you
under
from
the
another
road?
angle over
Before
here.
it
You'll
fell?
see when I get up top there and I show you down.
Bro, right where my finger's pointing. They were all stacked up under that piece, that tongue of concrete, that drain. And that whole concrete drain's going to just fall into the creek. Me and my buddy were looking at it, and I was like, dude, that ain't going to last like that. Not, especially if it rains a little bit more. We get some rain, some Florida rains in here. That whole thing's just going to fall like boom. But it ain't going to go anywhere. It's just going to fall. It's just going to be stuck right there. And that's going to suck. So, I'm hoping when they come to do the curb or whatever, they're going to see that and decide, to do something about it. They would have to get, I don't know, man. I put
Valentine. Yep. It's already done.
then the road will start to break
First
away.
morning frost, it'll break. Then the road will start to go too.
God, dude. It's bad. It's bad. But you see right there, where those concrete blocks are? I mean, I could take those blocks and I could try to get them underneath that thing and wall it up to give it a little bit of support. You know, I've already got one level of them on there. I put across the bottom all the way up to the, I believe, to the concrete wall. There are, I put block, 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 block. There's like 5 of those fuckers standing up, leaning against the you know, just to try to stop erosion or just give it a place where it'll start building up or whatever. I could probably continue that wall with those steps because those steps don't have to be there. I was using those to get the other rocks over there. I was rolling it up that fucking stairway and blah, blah, blah. Now I could take those and put those. I think I'm going to do that and just go try to repair that fucking, dude, it's way up there. I don't think, I mean, I'm looking at that bottom bag right here where my mouse is. That's how high up they go. You can see there's one here, there's one here, and there's gonna be, you know, like 3 more. 1, 2, and 3 back here somewhere. You can't see them, but they're there. They might be under the water. But you could see this one right here. So I mean, I could lay another one there. I could lay another one here. You know, these are, they're sitting right here. Or I could see if about building up under this thing to try to stop this thing from fucking falling in, which was, they kind of over designed that, didn't they? They didn't need to put that big ass tongue in there like that. I guess that they're trying to prevent erosion, I guess, so they were trying to hoist it as far past the edge as they could. I just think that's a little much. But then again, there used to be ground underneath that. And they put concrete blocks underneath there too.
The
But
reader.
How
are you?
I pulled 11
Nay.
and a half of those concrete blocks
Billy
out.
Valentine. I'm thinking the DOT would be interested to hear about this. 'Cause it'll cause the road to eventually perish there. Then taxes would pay for it.
Well, that's what I'm always just like, wait for the fucking goddamn damage to happen. It ain't my fault that tree fell in. It's the neighborhood's fault that this happened right here. You know, I explain it right here when I point to the speed bump. They put in that doesn't slow anybody down. All it does is it routes all the water onto our property and then erodes all of this into the creek and just takes all of our land away. And the neighborhood hasn't come over and offered to fill it back in for us or anything. We've just, see that? Look at all that ground and that was a giant crevice that they filled in somewhat when they were down there working. Where those rocks are sitting, there was a giant oak tree there, man, a giant, beautiful 100-foot tall oak tree, you know? And because my neighborhood put that stupid speed bump in there and didn't put any way to route the water off of my property, it came through, knocked that fucking tree over. Then that tree falling over knocked all those fucking concrete blocks down into the creek. I got that on video too. And now that fucking road's going to cave in. And it's because of them, because of that stupid fucking speed bump that doesn't slow anybody down. Crazy, right? And yet, here we are. I'm confined inside a small mind because I don't give a fuck about people that won't get vaxxed. I don't give a fuck about you. Fuck you. Take one for the team, bitch. Go talk to goddamn Dusty about that shit. Take one for the team, bitch. Holly, I'm following you back. Thank you. Yay.
Valentine. Looks like the Pearson in charge of that speed bump has a Lembo in the garage. Low clearance BS.
No, it was just somebody wanted to make some money. And they knew if they made it too big, the neighbors were going to complain and they were going to have to rip it out. So they made it, just big enough to where it cost us money. Someone made some fucking money. Dude, I'm just looking at that shit, bro. Here, I want to watch the bear video, bro. That'd make me feel better. If I looked at little bears, I like to look at bears. Oh, I'm on Truth here. That might be a problem.
Reader. How are you?
Like
Nay.
to look at bears. Timothy, I'm fine. How are you? Thanks for asking. 25,327 followers. 25,327 subscribers on my YouTube channel. That's where it's at. Let's watch the bear video. Let's watch the bear video.
Look at the size of
Let's watch the bear video.
Oh, look at the size of that.
There goes your banana tree.
Yeah, but
There's a baby one
I
too.
just saw the baby.
Well, look at the mama here.
She's beautiful.
Billy Valentine. Who wants bacon, eggs, and toast? I'm about to Waffle House this bitch. Drop all
We
day.
were just talking about it. Look at that.
Had to hope off for a second when got
Isn't
to
that
work.
something?
Right on.
Here comes the baby, here
comes the baby.
The baby's coming.
Hay
out.
went in at midnight.
Look at that. Look at that.
Everybody all right?
Well, that was our session for today.
You guys, it's not over yet.
Look at the baby out there. Look at the baby playing the tree.
Attacking the tree.
Look at that.
Is there fruit in that tree or something, or just leaves?
He's just playing. Look at that.
Mr. Blue 313 Setstfin. Ta.
Cheers. Like a pit bull.
Look at that. He's like the cutest thing.
Unbelievable.
You just love to hold him. And
All right. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching the show.
you just love to hold him. And
I hope you guys had fun. Up in next in 3, it says. That's so
Billy
weird.
Valentine. Haha, you sounded like my kid when I get up during a movie. Guys, it's not over yet.
It's funny. Like, it's not over yet, Mom. It's like, you're going to miss the best fucking part. That thing's swinging from the tree like a goddamn pit bull. I mean, imagine what kind of a jaw that thing has on it to be able to do that at that age. It's just a little cub, and it's already grabbing on and locking onto something and swinging its whole body weight like it was nothing.
Mr. Blue 313 Setstfin. I'll take a DBL staccato, Billy.
That little cub could grab a hold of you and probably kill you if it got you in the right way, you know? Like if you were sleeping and just walked up and just chomped down on you in the jugness, in the vicinity of the jug. Bro, the very end of
Valentine. Hashtag keep it a pin okay. Pistachio coming up.
the very ending of
Mr.
Final
Blue 313 Setstfin. Hashtag keep it a pin.
the very ending of Final Destination 5, the credits when they're rolling, there's a montage, and it shows every single death from all of the fucking movies, and it's awesome. It's awesome. The montage is just because we had just watched all of them, and we like relived every single one of them, and we're like, oh, I remember that one. Oh my god, that's right. You know, that guy got you know.
Valentine. Oh, double stack pancake? Emma make crepes.
Pancakes. My mom made some damn good pancakes. We order them now from Kiki's. Get them delivered in. Fucking fabulous, man. Fabulous fucking pancakes. Actually, my mom went and picked them up. But we can order them in from another restaurant, another Kiki's. She's like all like, I don't know. It's like this one over here is really good. I don't know how different one restaurant is from the other. It's the same fucking chain, you know? Same name. What time is it, man? It's early. My fountain still hasn't come on yet. I was up at 3:30 this morning or something. I just decided to stay up. I've been up all morning.
Valentine. Macaroni? With the chicken strips? No. Corn. It gots the juice.
I like the way she goes, it gots the juice. Her little intonation. It's like she knows what she's saying, little AI bitch. With your fake intonation. You sound so realistic. God, dude, this shit is creepy, bro. I was reading about some more AI bullshit. They made you guys seen this? There's a video now of, it's AI. It's Joe Rogan and Steve Jobs in an interview.
Valentine.
It never happened.
So they are catching the bears?
Have you guys heard about that? I'll see if I can find it for you. Oh, dude.
So the following conversation is between Steve Jobs and Joe Rogan.
Dude.
But the whole thing is generated with AI.
Experience. And on this episode, I welcome my friend who's difficult to describe. I'm fascinated by him, and I hope you'll be too.
It's not video.
And he is weird and brilliant, and sometimes totally insufferable. But my guest today has made some of the great technological products of our age, and he's always pushing the envelope in innovation. Like, for example, with his next computer, he developed a new programming language and operating system, and then he became even more famous for making 3 applications for that computer. Word processor, a spreadsheet, and an image editor. That just showed me that this dude was brilliant, had amazing taste, and I would just hope that I could be even like 1/10 of the genius that my friend today is. And I can't even say his name, so yeah. So super psyched about having him in the house today. First time, or yeah, we've had you on before, but not for a long time. You're like Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore and Ghost. You're a memory from the past. So without further ado, my friend who is difficult to describe and wonderful, and I'm so grateful he came on the show.
How's it going? Good to see you, buddy. It's been a long time since I've been on the show. I've missed this. It's always fun.
How's it going? Come on, tell me about jobs. It's always good to see you, buddy. I'm so happy you came on, man.
Yeah, it's great to be on the show. Your audience is just so different from your normal Apple users, and that's a good thing. It's cool.
Well, you know, I was an Apple
Billy
user
Valentine.
way before I did this show.
Wow,
I've been a
that
fan of
sounds
yours,
fake as
Mac.
hell.
It's because the AI was given for Steve Jobs's voice. It was given or researched audio taken from Steve Jobs in a hall giving freaking speeches on a large PA system with an echo behind it. So that's part of the problem with this was it wasn't done. You know, I don't know how much the AI did. Like the AI decided to use that or what.
1980s.
Well, you know, we just kind of figured that out. Even though Apple is big, it's still like 0.5% of the total users. People who listen to your show are a different group. They're weird.
Well, that's good. So you must be a fan of the show then, right?
Weird.
I am a fan. I mean, it's nice to sit back in the car and listen to you rant. I've always liked you.
Well, appreciate that. And we have some weird tie, which hooks into the fact that I was a big fan of Gizmodo and I still go there all the time, but then there was some controversy or something.
Well, you know, we always thought it was very funny. We were as surprised to see that stuff as you guys were to see it on Gizmodo. It's kind of a game to us.
I got you, man. That's cool. So let's talk about some shit, all right?
All right.
So you studied at Reed College. Tell me about your time there. What did you learn? And you dabbled in Eastern mysticism there, right? Do you still go back and look at Hinduism and Buddhist texts and things?
Not texts and things. I actually took a course in that. I have a very deep belief that the people in the Indian subcontinent are most responsible for human civilization's current state, whether it's math or spirituality or the art of storytelling. Western civilization is based on the art of storytelling. There's a
Dude, this is fucking crazy. They didn't write this dialogue. A computer decided
Valentine.
what Steve Jobs would
I'm so
say.
glad to have you on the show. I'm so glad to be on the show. Yeah, you're on the show. I know I'm on the show, buddy. Yeah, he ha ha. He ha ha ha. Humans dumb, machines smart.
It's an early prototype, bro. I mean, this is the scariest shit. This should be frightening as fuck for people right here.
great
Because this is just like, bro, this is like the Wright brothers airplane, what you're hearing right here. Understand that. That's where this technology is, what you're hearing. It's gonna exponentially become something that you will not know what you're listening to. You know this, Billy. You already know that. Who am I telling?
that's 10 times as long as the Iliad and the Odyssey combined.
We'll just pretend you
Those
don't know.
things all came from the subcontinent, and they're simply the foundation of what's made our society what it is. I view that stuff as much more important than, philosophy as it is classically understood. There were two things that were really interesting about what was accomplished and what happened on the Indian subcontinent. One of them is the spiritual basis for life and the whole acceptance of the spiritual basis for life. Now, that may seem simple and obvious to some, but most people believe in God. That God wrote a book called the Bible or Quran or something. And that's the end of the story, but my take on it is okay. What does that mean? What I learned at Reed College is that it's not about believing in God or not, or even what the right answer is. It's about asking the right questions, because most of our reality in our society is rooted in science, which we believe things because they're true. If something is true, then it's not a belief. So what they can't handle is the idea that anything spiritual is true. At Reed, I didn't know what the right answers were, but I knew how to ask good questions. I knew how to push back on things that didn't seem true to me. And I think that's perhaps one of the key elements in being very innovative and creative.
Do you still believe some of the things that you believe then? Are you semi-religious or something? Are you a Buddhist?
I get asked that a lot. I think it's impossible to have somebody show you who they are and what they believe in one interview or even over a period of time. I think the best way I can answer that is by telling you, I've told the story before, but it's well documented. I was on a plane flying home with Liz, and we were talking about reincarnation and ESP and whether there is anything more to this. And as I was thinking about it, lying in my seat, I thought about our children, because I always knew, like, if we had a daughter, for example, I knew that she would really turn out to be, I don't know, sort of weird or very ambitious. That's true of my nephews, but I always thought that she would really be something.
Billy Valentine.
And when she was born,
I get
before
2 or
we even
AI
saw
calls
her,
a day.
I was just so.
They can be convincing. The trick is listening for us or M's. Mainly breathing. They never inhale before speaking. Dead giveaway. No lungs.
So happy that she was going to be born. And so I'm thinking about all this stuff, and I said to myself, there must be some purpose or meaning to life. Otherwise, why go on? And suddenly it hit me. It's not
And
a
he
God
never breathes.
in the sense that generally people think of it, but there is some kind of deeper meaning to life. And it can't just be something that somebody made up, because if it was, it wouldn't be compelling. It would seem contrived and everyone would see through it.
It
So
seemed
I think
contrived,
that the
everyone would
meaning
see
and the
through it.
purpose is by the cosmos, the nature of the cosmos, which is pretty bold thinking.
How
I don't
ironic.
know how else to put it, but it's not religious in the way people usually talk about. Taking LSD was a profound experience for me. LSD shows you that there's another side to the coin, and you can't remember it when it wears off, but you know it washes over you
Joel
and tells you
Froggy.
that everything is connected. You're
Powerball
not
hit
here by
$100
accident.
million.
You were put
Right
here for a
on,
purpose,
Joel.
and if you can figure out what
Play
that
that
is,
power
then you'll
ball.
learn more about yourself than anything else could.
Woo.
It's pretty intense. I mean, it's not a light thing. It doesn't make you feel bad. It just reveals you for who and what you are. If you take LSD a second time, the effect is not as strong, no matter how much more you take. Your brain is doing things on the background conception that it knows this stuff already. So I stopped taking them because they didn't give me anything more than that. I started to realize that there was a higher power that knew that I was connected to something, and I wanted to learn more. Although I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, because I think it can be quite powerful.
What did it change in your mind? What did you learn from it?
It reinforced my sense of what was important. Just love. Feel love for each other. Awe and respect for life, love and connection with people. That ultimately, some infinitesimally small thing that I am
Billy
is connected
Valentine.
to everything that's happened before.
He's spoken
It's
5
Days of
pages
Apple,
without
when we were
taking a
making the
single
Apple
breath.
Yeah, and
II
it's
and
so
doing
generic.
a really
that-
good job of it. All these companies that were giant then are gone
I
now.
fast forwarded
And they're
it.
gone because we did something right. It's no fluke that Apple is successful. It was doing something right. It had a vision, however fuzzy, of where things are going. It's not a design for a product. It's a design for a process that will result in products, the process of innovation. Google has good products like Gmail and Chrome, but the ability to put these things out fast and iterate them every few weeks is hugely important, particularly for Google. Their search engine.
Dude, this is crazy. I cannot believe this computer just decided that Steve Jobs would say all these things. So I'm assuming it decided he would say all these things because he said things similarly that it listened to. And it's trying to imitate what his response would be to these questions, I'm assuming. There's a website. AI will create more value for companies than the internet. Crypto. Fucking crazy shit, man. That was some crazy shit. they'll add the breathing in, you know, they'll add everything they need. Then you won't be able to tell the
Valentine.
difference. That echo will be
Also,
gone.
no mouth sounds. The sounds of lips opening is distinct, and it's just not there.
Right. Listen, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I love you all. See you on the next show. You guys know to find me over there at Truth of Your News on Twitter. All right? It's on Twitter, man. Go check out my uploads I put up on the YouTube channel, Truth of Your News. Please check out my uploads, okay? Love you guys. Take care. Peace.